Hey, how's it going? I want to make a real quick video on what ginseng looks like and talk a little bit about it, how to find it, and where it grows best. You're looking at an actual ginseng plant here right now. This is a smaller one, but as you see, the stems on these are not a woody stem. It's green all the way down, and you'll have what they call them different prongs, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, even up to 6 I've seen. And what I mean by the prong is right at the tip of that stem, the other stems will start branching out in the right. If you can see that okay, that would be just great. They all branch out right at the one spot on that stem. And then as the stem going up, this one here would be considered a 3-pronger. Of course, you have your berries there, which I'll talk about. But that stem goes up and the leaves branch off right at the end of that. You know, and there's no leaves part way down the stem itself and stuff like that. But you're going to have five leaves for the most part. Once in a while you might see it without these 2 little ones, but you always have 2 little leaves and then 3 big ones. So they got a 5 leaf system on them, you know, on each prong. But that would be considered a 3-pronger. Now these leaves, there is little jags on the end of them, but not very big, and they're fairly uniform. Ginseng everywhere is pretty much identical to this. As far as the berries, this is the beginning of September right now, for the most part, and these are ready to drop off. They're ripe, and if you were to take a berry and squeeze it, which I probably just got juice all over the camera, hold on. But anyways, take a berry and squeeze it open, you're going to get 2 seed pods in there. And they're both hard, it's just 2 seeds in that pod, and what I do is bury them when you do find them. That's basically what ginseng looks like. There's a lot of plants that look like it. Them characteristics will, if you think you found it, that's how you tell what it is. So we're going to look around and I'll talk a little bit about it too. Alright, right next to that, I started looking, I got another one here. You're looking at a 3-pronger, and then a 2-pronger, and another 2-pronger. But when you are looking for ginseng, as in here, you got a plant there, maybe 3 there, and oh wow, here's some more. Here's the one that was a 3-pronger, a pretty big one. Holy crap. Here's another one here, another 3-pronger, another 3, another 3, another 3, a 2, and there's one there. There's a nice 3-pronger here, and I'm sure if I looked around I'll find more in the immediate area. But what happens is, you're not going to see that far, but there's a ridge up there and a fairly steep hill that comes down, and the plants had at one time started up there, and the seed pods, the seeds through the years will roll down and catch in the rocks and crevices, and they'll grow. And what I'm looking at here, just say if nobody ever picked any or dug it, chances are, if say this was the youngest of them, all through here you would go up, you would probably see it scattering all the way up the hill if the soil conditions were ideal. And the farther up you went, the older the plants would be. And from what I've heard, ginseng can live for 70, 80, 90 years. So I'd say a lot of these plants are probably 12, 15 years old. So, and the same with working down the hill. I'll probably find some down there. But they like a real sandy silt loam soil. If the soil is like clay or like that, chances are you're not going to find it. And they like a fairly heavily wooded area, about 80% shade. They'll continue to thrive and do good. What I'm going to do today is break probably these tops off and then let them go another year. And why I'm going to break the tops off is it's ginseng season coming up here right now, and somebody will probably trespass in here and dig these. I dug this 3-pronger up here, and as you can see, this is what the roots look like. This is a very small root, but They do resemble, say, a white carrot in a sense. And there's a little bud, if I can set this down, right there will be next year's growth. And the roots can get quite large, bigger than a nice sized carrot, but this here's a very young one. This is probably only about 6-7 years old. But the roots are hard, they don't have any hairs on them, and they'll branch off different ways or be one big straight tuber type root, but they're not a real soft root, and that's what the root system looks like on them. Here's another root, another littler one. You know, it's not real big, but you can find them quite larger. But if you see every year on the end of that bud or that node there, you'll see scars rotating, and that's a year's growth. And these plants sometimes come up every year, but they do skip years and lay dormant for a year. So, you know, that's another thing to keep in mind. Just because you don't see any doesn't mean none is there. Again, this is what they look like. I'm a little ways away, probably about 70 feet from that area, downhill. Here's a pretty nice sized three-pronger here. Just wanted to show you this one quick. Seeds are gone. This is a fairly, I would say, a little bit older one. There's the leaf pattern on it. From a distance, they are hard to see, but in another couple weeks, when they start turning, they'll start turning a bright yellow, and they're one of the first plants to turn. They're a lot easier to find then. Now I'm even farther away. Here's another three-pronger. Even farther away, here's another three-pronger. I've been walking along the ridge line. My guess there'll be a few more scattered through here because these soil conditions, pretty good sandy silt loam. And there we are, right here. Kind of hard to see, but this is a two-pronger. Up down underneath that log there, about 20 feet north. There's another three, and another three-pronger. Here's one up here too. Person doesn't dig them and let them grow, you can have quite a cash crop. And another one, same area. Farther on down the hill from what I was just showing you, here's another one. They hide pretty good in amongst other plants. And even farther down, here's another three-pronger. And right over here is a two-pronger. So these are all coming off, rolling down a ravine. And there's another three-pronger, same area. Well, there you have it. That's what ginseng looks like. I hope that video does help and you're able to find it. If you have any questions, go ahead and ask, and make sure and subscribe. I do put a lot of decent videos on with slow motion and whatnot. I'm always tinkering around doing other stuff, so it only can help. It's not going to hurt anyways. Hey, one thing I want to do real quick is show you something. Don't mess with bald-faced hornet's nest. I had filmed the bald-faced hornet's nest about a week ago, and somebody come along and knocked that nest down. Now they're rebuilding it. So I put another camera up, the time-lapse rebuilding it, but I got stung today pretty good. These guys are wicked. I'm going to drive by quick. Fucker tried biting me already. Fucker landed right on my hand. Don't mess with them guys.